Hey y'all. So I bought this a while back on Amazon. This thing is it's a monster of a pocket knife. It folds like that. The blade is actually inch and a half or so, almost 2 inches longer than the handle. And it opens up like that, and it looks like that. And it's a conversation piece, I think, more than anything else. What I'd like to do is put a belt clip on it or something so that I can actually carry it. Because right now it's just, I don't know how to carry it. I don't want to carry it like that in my pocket because at some point there'll be some deformity in the blade, and that makes it a pain in the ass to sharpen. So if I had a belt clip, that might work, or a pocket clip. Anyway, what we're doing now is I'm just finishing up putting a little touching up the edge on it. Actually, this is a brand new edge. I haven't tested it yet. I started off with a diamond plate, 300 grit, with super abrasive, maybe 10 minutes on that, and just how I sharpen the knife. And I was trying to keep it what I feel like is a good 15 degrees. And once with that, then I went to my softest Arkansas stone. I don't know what the grits are on these Arkansas stones. I keep them flat using that diamond plate, that 300 grit diamond plate. And that's very important. And I'm going to explain to you why here right now. So I use that diamond plate to keep all my stones flat. I go to the roughest stone. I probably spent with putting a brand new edge on it and having hit it with that diamond plate. The point of this is you want to get rid of all of the damage on your edge that the diamond plate etched all those lines because it's so abrasive into the edge. So you want to get rid of all that, all the way down to the cutting edge from the top of the new edge that you just put on there. And also, when you're on that diamond plate, you want to make sure that that edge shape, you're going to inspect it frequently. And if you look on mine, it's a little bit thin right here, as opposed to the other side. But it was really sharp, so I let it go. That is the objective. Anyway, so after the soft stone, then I go to Arkansas hard stone. I probably spend a good half hour to 30 minutes to 45 minutes on that. And then what this is doing is this soft stone, although it's going to get rid of all those lines from the diamond plate, is still going to be kind of like a satin finish on your blade. You're not going to polish it. This goes more, when you're done with this stone, that edge will look a lot more polished. It won't be mirror smooth, but it will look a lot more polished. Again, and then I keep inspecting it to make sure that the finish, it's not going to be satin anymore, it's going to be more of a high gloss. Not mirror, but more of a high gloss. And then I go to what is called the Arkansas ivory. Again, I keep this flat, and also when you sharpen, sometimes you get a little chips that come up from the corners and the edges of the stone, so it's important to make sure that there's no grit on there. And if there's no grit, it should sound like this, which is like an ice skater on a brand new rink, freshly gone over with the what's the name of that? The camp Zamboni, is that right? Now, I'm always, with every stone, following that diamond plate, I'm going to want to have the blade on the plate in as close to the exact same angle as I had it on that diamond plate. And if you kept your blade at a consistent angle on the diamond plate, the shape of that edge is going to be flat, right? And so there's a little flat spot where you're looking at, where you keep inspecting, right? And you want that flat spot to be flat against your stone. And if you have that, first of all, you can feel it. You can see it. And then if you get too high, you'll feel when you just came off of it. So, and you'll just get used to it, man. It'll be like blowing a harmonica, man. After a couple years of that, it's just how you feel, and you can play anything. Anyway, you just want to follow that. You want to do about, I do 5 to 8 strokes per side. The harder the stone, the longer you can spin on one side of the blade without damaging it, just because the harder the stone. Now we're polishing it. When I'm done, it won't be quite a mirror just because I'm not that good, but it'll look pretty damn shiny. I'm always wanting to pause just a little bit, make sure I got it flat. You want to do a couple 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 or 4, and then do your point up to the point. And the reason for that is when you're on the point, you're with the same amount of pressure you're putting right on that point, and so you're taking a lot more material off, or you're having a lot more of an effect on one very specific point than when you're on this side when it's flat and you have the same amount of pressure spread over 2.5 inches, the width of the stone, maybe 2 1/4, I don't know. So you do about like 3 or 4. I like 3, I think, is my normal number, and then up to the point. 1, 2, 3 up to the point. 1, 2, 3 up to the point. Now, I've been working on this a little bit before I started this video, so I'm not going to have to spend an inordinate amount of time for the demo, right? I have a piece of paper that I don't need. And we'll see how we do. Love that. All right, y'all. Keep looking down. You never know what you're gonna find.